how old are you when you read Go Ask Alice? Like 12, 13? I might even been 14. I'm embarrassed to say. I'd like to say I was 12, but when I found out that it was made up, it was made up by its Avon editor, and I was really angry. And for my entire life, I've been looking for the real Go Ask Alice. And I think I found it in Dear Nobody. I live in this small town in Pennsylvania, and I live across the street from the post office. And my postmaster, his name is Fred. He's in a heavy metal cover band. And so when I'm bored, I go over to the post office because there's nothing to do in this town. So I go over and hang out at the post office. It's kind of like Floyd's Barbershop, if you remember Mayberry. So Fred's daughter was over one day. She was borrowing a book on Manson we have this amazing Manson library because that's actually our next book, our next oral history, Gillian and ours. And Fred's daughter's name is Lauren, and she was over borrowing a book, and I said, so what are you reading? And she listed the popular titles of the day. And then she said, but the best thing I ever read were these journals that my best friend's older sister wrote, who died. And I contacted Fred, the postmaster, who contacted the mother, and she got me the journals. And that's when I called Gillian and I said, I found out what our next project is going to be. And Gillian rolled her eyes and was angry at me. And I said, oh, it'll only take 6 months, but it actually took us 6 years. It was 4.5 years. I quickly FedExed them and I sent them to Gillian, and she loved them too. I mean, she was really a good writer. Really, really, really quite good if you read the book. And it's kind of, to me, it kind of sums up a lot of our the people who became Please Kill Me. Unfortunately, Mary Rose died when she was 17, but it seemed to sum up a lot of how we got to be where we are, and so I thought it was important, and Gillian thought it was important. But anyway, we this is kind of a long story, and I'll make it shorter. The father was such a deadbeat asshole that we didn't want him to get any money from the book. So with the mom, we took the Mary Rose's estate, because when a child dies when they're a minor, the estate is immediately inherited by the parents. So that meant that the father, who was a deadbeat asshole, would have been entitled to half the money. And we thought, no, this guy's an asshole. So we spent 4.5 years in court opening the estate, getting the father removed from the estate, and then closing the estate. And the problem was we had 3 male judges, and none of them wanted to rule on the case, and they kept giving it to the next judge. So it took years and years, and we finally got this female judge, and she understood exactly what was going on, and she ruled on it. But it took 4.5 years and quite a bit of money in court costs. But anyway.
Then we were rejected by 14 publishers.
Then we were rejected by 13. Yeah, everyone rejected it, and we finally got the source books, which is from Chicago, which is, I think, why we're reading tomorrow at the the Printers Row Lit Fest. Yeah, so that's actually why we're here.
Okay, should we go into
yeah, we'll go into Please Kill Me. Do you have your microphone?
Yeah.